Hey, what's going on, friends? It's your realtor Peter Scott here, and I'm here to tell you what's going on in the real estate market in Sacramento for this month. And the headline is interest rates are at 8%, and that is making nobody happy in the housing industry, or if you're trying to sell a house or buy a house. It sucks for everybody. And a lot of experts, myself included perhaps, were thinking we'd be closer to the 6% interest rates right now, and that just doesn't happen. The market's just doing what it is, and the government's doing what they're going to do as more turmoil is just, going on in the world. Those rates just keep going up, and it's just slowing things down all over. Buyers are being more picky, they are being more selective, and they are being more careful, which certainly you would if you're going to be having an interest rate that's around 8% for your mortgage. So if you didn't know what's going on in our market, it's we have two active forces at work. On one side, we have the lower buyer demand that's caused by high interest rates and low affordability. On the other side, we have low supply, which is also caused by sellers not wanting to sell and give up their 2.5 or 3% interest rate and get an 8% interest rate. So it's kind of a stalemate. We have these two forces pushing at each other, and the market's not moving very much. However, there is something happening right now that we are seeing. It's a small thing, but it could become bigger. And that is we are seeing more active listings on the market. Not new homes coming on the market. That would be great. That would actually help push prices down. But active markets, as homes just take longer to sell, as those picky buyers are not jumping to buy homes like they were, a couple of years ago. So homes are just taking a little bit longer to sell. Let me show you a quick graphic here from Realtor.com. This is where we are at 2023. And as you can see, the listings are just ticking up just a bit. And a lot of times they go flat or they come down, And as you can see here, listings always kind of come down in the winter. The winter's always just a bit of a slower time in real estate. It takes a little bit longer to sell a house. And actually prices actually go down a little bit as well. So that's what's going on right now, these interest rates. And that's something we're really watching, keeping our eye on. Because if they go up to 9%, oh my goodness, you're going to see a heck of a slowdown coming on. And may actually start pushing prices down in Sacramento area. And the rise, the rise of interest rates also is creating a smaller pool of buyers. And here's some quick stats for you from the Sacramento Appraisal blog and Ryan Lundquist. Median home price right now sitting around $585,000 for the Sacramento region. That's Sacramento, Placer, Yolo, El Dorado County. And that's actually up about 3.5% from last year. But you got to remember last year, the market was actually trending down in price. The market went down from about May of last year till December, beginning of this year. And then we kind of ticked back up. So the market was very soft last year. And interesting thing here is that the supply is down 20%, which is crazy because that felt like it was low then. So that's the anemic inventory that I've been talking about. We just do not have a lot of supply, about 1.75 months to go. And this one kind of surprised me too. The median days on market is actually quite a bit lower than it kind of expected. It's down to 13 days. We're actually seeing that number tick back up right now. This is obviously for September numbers. These are because not all the data is in yet for October. So that's interesting to see here. And short bank-owned sales are up too. That's quite a few, 13 bank-owned sales. You're not going to see a lot of those foreclosures, but they're out there. I mean, 13 sales, with out of 1,400 sales is not a lot of foreclosures. People always asking about that. So let me know if you're thinking about buying a house, if you're thinking about selling a house. I want to be your real estate resource. The winter and fall can actually be a good time to buy a house. As I mentioned earlier, the market softens and slows down, so just less competition. If you're going to list your house, there's someone down the street probably isn't going to list theirs. If you see your dream house, there's less likely that someone else is going to fall in love with it as well, especially with these interest rates where they are. What I'm telling people is if, with these interest rates, if the payment works for you, go for it. You can never time the market. If rates go down, awesome, you can refinance. If rates go up, then you're looking pretty good because you got that 8% rate, now they're at 10%. But who knows? No one can predict the future. We don't know what's going to happen. But let me know how I can answer any questions for you. I'm here for you. Y'all have a happy Halloween.